Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are Group 4, including Quốc Dũng, Trang Leo, Minh Hiếu, Thủy Tiên, and Nhật Tùng. And today we are bringing to you a report of a group project on a topic: how are ethnic minorities presented on AHI TV. So let's get started. Firstly, why AHI TV? AHI TV, one of the most popular YouTube channels with a high number of subscribers, has recently appeared on a lot of newspapers and news channels. It has come in the spotlight for some criticism for unaesthetically using the image of Vietnamese ethnic minority groups. The owner of this channel even received punishment and a lot of suings from the authorities and the community, and had to post an apologizing video. So why are AHI TV's video so badly criticized? And do they have actual illustration of a particular community in our country? By analyzing the contents of some typical videos of AHI TV on YouTube, we could point out common patterns of portrayals of ethnic cultures and people, thus answering the question: how Vietnamese ethnic minorities are presented on AHI TV. Next up, we will give you an overview of what AHI TV content is about. The owner of the AHI TV channel produces a comical series of films revolving around the main character, who is called AHI, a Vietnamese guy who seems to come from the Hmong ethnic minority group. And the image of the character is built on rather dumb, poorly educated, weak, and foolish characteristics. AHI is then put in different circumstances where he could best express the given characteristic in order to give the audience a good laugh. The characters in the series of films wear different and even inaccurate traditional outfits of ethnic minority groups. And there are some rather clickbait titles that do not completely reflect the content of the video, or at times they may even cause confusion and misunderstandings. In the next part of our presentation, we will be analyzing videos on different aspects of AHI TV's video, and then we will be delivering precise evaluation on whether AHI TV's channel's videos represent ethnic minorities precisely. So let's move to the first video.
One video that we choose for our analysis is called AHI chơi lầy làm cảnh sát giao thông bỏ tay, thách thức Mao Ca và Mao Đệ. This video was published on November 4, 2018 with over 7 million views on YouTube. This video is about AHI going to a gathering with his friends at a restaurant. Despite being drunk, he insisted on borrowing his friend's motorcycle to head home quickly, but he was caught by a police patrol due to his offenses. In this video specifically, and most other videos in general, AHI's voice appears to be wheezy as pronunciation of Vietnamese words seem to be stumbled. And it blames this for the influence of so-called ethnic groups' accent, which does not really exist. This behavior thus tends to frame the people of ethnic groups as those who cannot speak Vietnamese fluently. When asked by one of his fellows, "Is this your wife?" His response was, "Yes, if I have enough money, I will marry another woman."
Thế đây là ai của mày đấy? Đây là cái vợ mình đấy. Hay là mình điều kiện còn chưa có đấy. Nếu mà có điều kiện là mình cần lấy thêm vợ nữa.
This shows that the creator does not understand the actual marriage customs of the ethnic groups or deliberately distorts the marriage customs for its antithetical purpose, which illustrates the character as a faulty and uncultured representative of the ethnic group's customs. As his wife refrained him from drinking more due to a fear of police patrol, His response was that he was not afraid of the regulations at all. This detail turns Ahi into a reckless individual who does not comply with the officials. His inability to use the motorcycle is quite minor. However, this behavior, plus the attitude that we analyzed above and his look, somewhat distorts the image of the minority groups as those who live in an old-fashioned society with no regards for technology. As mentioned earlier, Ahi did not follow his wife's advice and went on drinking. As a result, he ran a red light and was stopped by a patrol. Since he owned no legal documents of the motorcycle, he tried useless and nonsense explanations for his offense, such as the missing brakes or his ignorance.
Của mình là cái phanh nó mất hỏng gì mình.
Chào mà anh chị mang giấy tờ xe tôi kiểm tra nào.
Ôi trời ơi, đây cũng phải nói thật với cái cán bộ là cái xe mình cũng vừa mượn của bạn mình đấy thôi, giấy tờ không có đâu.
Again, this shows how ignorant Ahi was for the law. He even used the title "a person from the minority groups" to reluctantly ask for forgiveness. He has no respect for the title since he only uses it as an excuse, which upsets not only the viewer but also the minority group community as a whole. When the patrol asked to check the alcohol level, Ahi deliberately misunderstood his intention by saying, "Here's my wine bottle, check its alcohol level."
Kiểm tra cái nồng độ cồn á.
Đúng rồi.
Cứ tưởng cái gì, cái đấy mình mang theo mà. Cái chiều của mình nặng lắm.
Eventually, the patrol still insisted on checking the alcohol level in his blood. He put on an aggressive attitude just to get away from his offense.
Kiểm tra nồng độ cồn trong người anh ấy. Không phải kiểm tra cái nồng độ cồn rượu này.
Thế tao uống cho mà kiểm tra.
Nồng độ cồn anh chị vượt rất nhiều đấy. Quá cao.
Cái mày không biết cái gì cả. Đây, nói với cán bộ giao thông là thế này này.
In fact, in real-life situations, this behavior is called the offense of obstructing justice. We also take a look at the viewer's reaction and we see that some responses will show their excitement of the way Ahi dealt with the patrol, saying it was smart. This shows how the audiences also neglect the law aspect of this video in the interest of entertainment. And our evaluations is that this video particularly shows the general pattern of the contents of the channel. It uses obnoxious characters like Ahi to generalize and distort the image of the whole community of ethnic groups as people with jumbled pronunciation, ignorant of the customs, traditions, even the law, and the inappropriate attitude towards the officials.
The second case that we're going to be looking at today is a video titled Ahi đi cày thuê gặp cô chủ dễ tính tập 2 xem là sướng. This video was posted on June 11, 2019 with over 3 million views. In this video, Ahi is asked to flout the field with a new flout, but he struggled with using it and eventually gives up and goes back to the owner's house. Ahi's come back soaked in mud, takes a shower and receives a new shirt from his owner. Now let's look at the details. Ahi first appeared on screen as a worker who oversleeps. He is rather reluctant and makes excuses when giving tasks to finish flouting with the new flout.
Đóng chiếc là máy mới là nó vẫn chưa được trơn tru lắm đâu, có khi là làm nó không hiệu quả công việc mấy thì cô cũng phải thông cảm đấy.
Ahi here is presented as a lazy individual who is unwilling to work. When he is out in the field, Ahi first appeared to be confident, but then he struggles with the new flout. He constantly falls, and eventually he gives up, saying that he cannot tame it.
Có khi tao thôi đấy, tao về tao tìm việc khác tao làm đấy.
Ahi here appeared to be low-tech, unskilled, yet unwilling to put effort into learning the how-to, and quick to give up. When Ahi comes back soaked in mud, the owner say that other worker finished the job fine without getting as dirty as Ahi.
Công nhân là tôi đi làm chưa thấy ai mà bun lun như anh ấy kia đâu.
This detail implies that Ahi is less skilled and less careful than other workers who could be of other ethnicities. Ahi then takes his showers. He calls for the owner to ask for the soap and his clothes, eventually create a sexual encounter between the two. This detail renders Ahi as somebody who is silly, indelicate, and perverted. When the owner mentions Ahi's bad habits, he responds almost instantly with denying statement in an aggressive tone.
Rồi,
Nhưng bình thường thì anh nhiều thói hư tật xấu lắm.
tôi làm gì có thói hư tật xấu gì, cô nói thế là không đúng đâu. Cô bảo tôi ngáy á, tôi mà ngủ ngáy bao giờ đâu. Cô hơi nhầm đấy, cô không ngủ với tôi đâu mà cô biết là tôi ngáy.
This renders Ahi as defensive and hard-headed and refusing to acknowledge any bad habits he may have. Now, throughout the video, Ahi has the tendency to make obscure statements, and some are innuendo jokes. Ahi seems to be ineloquent and vocal in his speaking pattern. Now, let's look at Ahi's attire throughout the video. For day-to-day outfit, he wears a Hmong traditional outfit. For working outfit is a white tank top, a pair of shorts, and a helmet. And let's look at how he styled his newly received shirt. He tucked it in his high-waisted traditional pants. So we can see that Ahi's image is shaped as a man with ridiculous, outdated outfit and a rather particular sense of fashion which appears silly. The viewer reaction to this video is surprisingly positive. The majority of the comments still praise this video. Only a small number of people criticize it as ridiculous, tactless, explicit, and insulting toward ethnic minorities. The video not only falsely pigeonholes the image of ethnic minorities, but also insults these people, which is highly immoral and inappropriate. Through exaggerated and ridiculous behavior of the protagonist, the video renders a negative image of ethnic minorities. This also creates a platform for an ignorant and discriminative crowd to join in with offensive jokes. Only some viewers are well aware of the seriousness of the situation, while the majority remain oblivious, which increases the risk of stereotyping and misunderstanding of the general public about ethnic minorities.
The third video that we want to analyze is Đi Hàn Quốc đóng phim và cái kết 1000 năm có một, thách thức độ hài với Tam Mao. This video was published on 25th October 2018 with over 2.7 million views. In this video, a director invited Ahi and his wife to act in a movie on condition that they have to fix their hole, Hàn Cái Quốc, as it is an important tool in the movie. On the way uptown to fix it, they were tricked by a passerby, then lost their bicycle and luggage. After asking another man where to fix the hole, đi Hàn Quốc ở đâu, they were directed to the Korean Labor Export Consulting Center. In the end, it turned out that they were going to fix the hole, Hàn Cái Quốc, not going abroad to Korea, đi nước Hàn Quốc. Ahi told a story about him taking his in-labor wife to the hospital. There, he heard the doctor yelled, "Gosh, spread your legs." So he thought that God has legs. This detail has created a naive, even ridiculous image of a character labeled anh Tộc.
Ai bảo là ông trời không có chân? Không có chân mà cái bác sĩ mà cái đợt tao đưa mày đi để đấy cái cán bộ bác sĩ lại bảo là trời ơi, dạng chân ra. Thế thì không có như ông trời không có chân thì dạng chân vào muối à? Đúng là không biết cái gì.
Hitchhiking a truck to go to the town, he was tricked into losing his bike and luggage. This is another detail that emphasizes the naivety and gullibility of the ethnic minorities. Throughout the video, the lines người Kinh, con Kinh lừa đảo, phải cẩn thận bọn người Kinh appeared many times. This is an implication of the distinction between regions and ethnic groups, creating a negative image of the king in the eyes of ethnic minorities. Cunning and deceiving.
Đấy cứ bảo cái người Kinh nó thật cái gì chứ mình mới lừa có tí thôi nó lại lừa mình cả cái xe đấy.
Take a look at the comments. Most people are only interested in the actors acting, whether it was natural or not. Many complimented that the video was interesting or funny, or paid attention to the unreasonable things in the script. For instance, they lost the luggage, but in the next scene the luggage was held in their hands. They didn't recognize or maybe didn't even care about the authenticities of ethnic minorities that are created in the video. This video is erecting false images of ethnic minorities in the eyes of everyone, even defaming and insulting their honor and dignity. Through the actions and lines of the character Ahi labeled Anh Tộc, the impression of the ethnic people in the eyes of the viewers is ignorance, naive, easy to be deceived, and the king for them is cunning and deceiving. The video has more than 2.7 million views with 413 comments, but most people just feel the content amusing and didn't realize the seriousness of this problem. The existence of this video can make a lot of viewers misunderstand ethnic minorities. Viewers, especially the young, are the most important factors in solving this issue. If we want this video to disappear, we need to unanimously boycott it. We should not watch, share, or promote this harmful video.
In conclusion, it's clear that the videos of Ahi TV portray Vietnamese ethnic minorities in some negative patterns. They generally describe ethnic minorities as backward thinking, outdated and ignorant with inappropriate attitudes to the laws. The common context of these videos involves an ethnic minority man and a large group of dominant king people, where the unintelligence, slow-wittedness, gullibility of ethnic people is funny and somewhat ridiculous. In addition, ethnic groups are described as impoverished, lazy and alcohol-addicted people who have jumbled Vietnamese pronunciation, saying innuendo jokes and vulgar words. With many discriminating and prejudiced words to call ethnic people like Anh Tộc, Thằng Dân Tộc, Ahi TV videos show racial discrimination against ethnic minority groups. The negative description patterns of ethnic minorities reflect the YouTuber's lack of understanding of ethnic people and their cultures. His deliberate purposes of using ethnic minorities to attract more viewers and subscribers, obtaining fame and financial gains from YouTube. Due to this untrue and biased description, Ahi TV videos in some way shift the perceptions of viewers about Vietnamese ethnic groups. This is clearly shown in the comments of the viewers, the majority of whom often react positively or give compliments on these videos. Moreover, the viewers who have little knowledge of ethnic cultures and ethnic people may believe what they are watching is a true representation of these cultures.
Cho người xem ấy, người ta cảm nhận thấy rằng như là một cái bản chất của cả một cộng đồng. Cái hài rất rẻ tiền và cái tiếng cười nó chỉ thoảng qua cái rất nhanh nhưng có thể dẫn đến nước mắt của một cái cộng đồng lớn, mà thậm chí nó mang tính định hướng lệch lạc cho cái bộ phận công chúng như là công chúng trẻ.
Ethnic minority people may also become the center for offensive jokes, even topics for the same kinds of videos on Ahi TV, making them feel offended.
Khi mà xem những cái clip đấy phản ánh một cái hình ảnh người dân tộc thiểu số dường như là rất thích những cái chuyện nó hơi tục tĩu, giống như kiểu là mọi người hay nói về những cái vấn đề về tình dục hay là cái bộ phận rất nhạy cảm của con người bị đụng chạm một cách sâu sắc, mình thấy rất là bị tổn thương, rất là tức. Nó vô tình làm cho mọi người sẽ hiểu nhầm theo những cái hình ảnh mà cái bộ phim hài đấy mang đến.
In terms of solution, this video should be prohibited and removed from YouTube. The authorities should enforce the law and regulate mechanisms of YouTube videos more strictly, with more serious punishment. Also, some propaganda and awareness-raising campaign about ethnic minority should be implemented, such as presenting documentary films about ethnic people on authentic social platforms like VTV channels, government newspaper, organizing seminars to learn about ethnic groups and their cultures. For individuals, it's important to learn about Vietnamese ethnic minorities through books, newspapers, and other media. Increase direct communication with ethnic people through social media and as a means of communication. Participate in programs, contests, or even field trips to better understand ethnic cultures. Also, we had better think critically about what is shown on YouTube and other social media sites. It's important to check the accuracy and reliability of the information by consulting other authentic, verified sources or asking knowledgeable people before sharing anything. Hopefully, our group project has provided you with new knowledge, a new perspective, and a new way of thinking about this issue. Thank you so much for your attention.